Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to explain about Mauryan administration and Ashoka's Dhamma. So already in previous video I explained about that Mauryan rulers. So what about the concept of Mauryan's empire and all. So what about the sources to study about the Mauryan empire? It may be the archaeological sources or it may be the literary sources and all. So everything in detail I explained and uploaded video in my channel. So please visit my channel and watch the video. So it will 100% it will beneficial for your preparation, exam preparation and also with the same I request everyone to subscribe my channel, share it to your friends, those who are studying in ICSE class 9th, and also like, comment for next videos. Let us begin the video now. So Mauryan administration. So first one, pan-Indian character of Mauryan Empire. So what about that pan-Indian character? See, most commonly, you already heard about that pan-Indian movies and all. Means throughout the nation it has spread on that time like that. So that kind of the character we are calling it as pan-Indian character. So first one I mentioned that Mauryan Empire. Brief introduction again about the Mauryan Empire here. So how they captured other different territories and all. So what about the expansion policy followed by the different Mauryan rulers and also that everything I mentioned here. So first one, the Mauryan Empire was founded by most commonly Chandragupta Maurya. For your examination, even for MCQ main, this point is very important. So next one, it was the first empire to unite large part of India under one rule. So what it represent here? So under the part of Mauryan rulers, they captured many other different regions of India and they unite that all the different parts as the large part. That only we called it as the empire. So empire means nothing, large area covered or vast area covered regions, right? So that is one of the first empires. So next one, Seleucus was defeated by Chandragupta Maurya. So most common is Seleucus Nicator. He was one of the Greek ruler actually. He sent the ambassador, correct? So he sent the ambassador known as Megasthenes. So Megasthenes written the book Indica. So these all are connecting with that. So later Chandragupta Maurya decided to attack on the Seleucus Nicator and also he was defeated by Chandragupta Maurya. So his region also added with the Mauryan Empire. So later Kabul, Kandahar, Herat, Baluchistan became also the part of Mauryan Empire. So here completely I explained about, mentioned about the expansion. So from which region to which region it has expanded. Mauryan Empire had expanded on that time. So after that Chandragupta Maurya, Bindusara ascended the throne of Mauryan Empire, right? So he also tried to expand the empire on that time. So next one, after Bindusara, Ashoka, he started to maintain the and he started to strengthen the Mauryan Empire on that time by capturing some of the other different regions also. So these all we are calling it as pan-Indian character of Mauryan Empire. So what about the advantages of this pan-Indian character? So that Mauryan rulers established one of the vast ruling areas and all, vast covered administration, control over the different regions and also what about the benefit from that all the pan-Indian character like that. So I mentioned few points here. So first one, it causes to the end of small independent states. So on that time we can observe that lot of different small kingdoms, small independent states were existed. So that was ruling by one of the weak rulers and also there were no unity among them, internal crisis. So lot of different issues we can observe before the part of pan-Indian character of Mauryan Empire, right? That's why these all small independent states were captured by the Mauryan rulers. So it led to the part of expansion or establish of the vast empire on that time. So next one, growth of trade with foreign countries. So that's also one of the important. See, very good example, Chandragupta Maurya defeated the Seleucus Nicator. So he was one of the Greek ruler. Means what it represent here, defeating the foreign countries and all, capturing the foreign regions and all. So with capturing the foreign region, they started to promote the trading activities between this country to another country. That's why growth of trade also promoted under the part of pan-Indian character. So next one, protection against foreign invasions. So again and again they were extending their empire, so they were proving their strength in front of some of the other different rulers means. So that's one of the protection against the foreign invasion. So foreign invaders, before going to invade on the Mauryan empire, they started to think it twice, and they got fear towards to fight against the Mauryan empire on that time. So next one, political unity in India. So what about the concept of that political unity in India? So that all over majority Indian territories comes under the part of Mauryan empire means it only representing as the political unity. So political unity means nothing, single administration system, right? So that's by the Mauryan empire or Mauryan rulers on that time. So next one, economic prosperity throughout the empire. So they contributed to the economical development in Mauryan empire, so by promoting the trading activities, so by having some of the good relationship with foreign countries and all, by defeating other different foreign rulers and all. So totally economical condition and prosperity, wealth of the Mauryan empire started to increase. So these all we are calling it as one of the advantages of pan-Indian character, and another one of that contributed to the public welfare. So especially after the Kalinga war, so most commonly we are telling Kalinga war was one of the most important life changing event to ruler Ashoka. So after the Kalinga war, totally he adapted some of the different method in his life. That's why Kalinga war incident also one of the most important incident or event of Mauryan empire. So next one is about Mauryan administration, right? So what about the administration system? What about the ruling system was managed by the different ruler of Mauryan dynasty? So most commonly repeated point, Chandragupta Maurya, he established the strong administrative system earlier. So later Chanakya guided him to establish the proper administration system. So Chanakya wrote the book Arthashastra. So this point is very important. So in Arthashastra he explained about the politics and the administration of Mauryan empire. So after that Chandragupta Maurya, Bindusara continued the same system, means we can't see any kind of the changes in the part of administration. So what that Chandragupta Maurya followed, same he continued in his reign. So after Bindusara, Ashoka introduced several reforms in the part of administration system. Several reforms means nothing, he brought some of the changes in the part of the Mauryan administration. So Kalinga was added as the 5th provinces. So what about how many provinces were there in Mauryan empire means answer is 5. So 5th province was Kalinga. So next one, Tosali became the capital of Kalinga. So Ashoka regarded all people as his children, means treated everyone equally and his children like his children. So tax collection, it was totally simplified, means there were no burden on the common people. So agriculture productivity also increased, means they has given importance to the agricultural activities, development of the agricultural activities and all. So next one, Mahamatras were appointed for the public welfare. So Mahamatras means nothing, ministers appointed under the part of Mauryan administration. So what about the intention to their appointment means to take care about the publics on that time. So this we called it as Mauryan administration. Brief introduction about the Mauryan administration. So that administration has divided into different parts or different divisions here. We called it as central government, provincial government, district government, administration of the towns or the villages. So lot of different divisions we can observe that. So one by one we can discuss it in this video. So first one I selected as central administration or central government. So what about the procedures they followed in the part of central government? I mentioned here one by one. Okay. So first one, the king was the supreme authority. So most commonly central authority means king holds the supreme power on that time. So what about the throne of that ascending throne? It was totally hereditary based. So hereditary based means nothing. So after that father, his son will ascend the throne, after that next generation of that. So these kind of the ascending throne, method of ascending throne followed during the Mauryans. So another one, that king was the chief judge, so justice, providing the justice, so that department also managed by the king on that time. He controlled that all the administration and military affairs. So that's another one of the important thing. He was assisted by the Mantri Parishad. So Mantri Parishad means nothing. Council of Ministers means he appointed some of the different ministers and all. So that ministers assisted to the king, suggested to the king in the time of some of the incidents and all, to solve some of the problems and all. So Prime Minister headed the council. So who was the head of that council of minister means Prime Minister. So Purohit was the chief priest in the royal court of Mauryan rulers. Senapati, he completely handled the army of the Mauryans. Sannidata, he was the treasurer. Treasurer means maintaining the royal treasury of the Mauryan Empire. So Samaharta, most commonly revenue officer. So collection of the land revenues and also maintenance of the revenues. So these all managed by Samaharta. So these all are one of the central government divisions and appointment of different minister under the Mauryan rulers. So next one is provincial administration, right? So what about that? After that, central, provincial administration. So total 5 provinces were there in Mauryan Empire. So that provinces or empire divided into provinces. So totally 5 provinces were during the Ashoka's reign. So Magadha, one of the important province, capital Pataliputra, Gandhara, Takshila, Avanti, Ujjain, southern provinces. Next, another 5th one is added as the Kalinga, added capital as Kalinga. So these all we called it as the provincial administration. So who was the head of provinces means nothing, Aryaputra. So Aryaputra means he was the head of these all different provinces and all. Like the same, Mahamatras assisted the provincial administration. Very simple concept it is. So in this all administration, you should remember the name of different ministers and different departments held by different persons and all. So next one, district and city administration. So district and city administration means nothing. So provinces were divided into district, called it as Janapadas on that time. So Pradeshika administer the districts, means minister of that district. So Rajuka, he performed the revenue collection function. Yukta, he acted as the treasurer on that time. So important cities has separate administration system. City head was called Nagaradhyaksha. So Nagaradhyaksha means nothing, head person or head of the cities on that time. So most important city on that time is Pataliputra. So this is regarding the district administration and city administration. So next one is revenue system, spy system and military administration. See, revenue system means nothing. Most commonly they work towards the welfare of common citizen, means they need some of the finance, correct? So based on that economics and all, finance or the money. So how they collected money means collecting the revenues, collecting the tax from the common people on that time. That's why this called it as the revenue system of Mauryan administration. So I mentioned some of the points here. Land revenue was the main source of income, means they were collecting the land revenue from the farmers on that time. So next one, Bali and Baga were important taxes. So Bali means religious taxes and Baga means agricultural taxes. So next, another one, toll tax was imposed on that goods sold in markets. When some of the person going to sell it, some of the goods and services in market, means they should pay the toll tax for the Mauryans and all. Tax were collected from the forest and mines, even that used for the construction of roads, irrigational act. Most commonly collected tax amount utilized for the welfare of publics on that time. Even they started to support the hospitals, public welfare activities and all. So this is regarding the revenue system of Mauryan. So next one, spy systems. So spy system means secret agents, keeping the secret agents to know about that what is going on inside of the empire, like that. So that system we called it as spy system. So most commonly as a ruler, his responsibility to keep the spy system on that time. So in that spy system, maintenance of spy system, Chandragupta Maurya maintained one of the strong spy network. So they collected information from different regions and all. They started to intimate or inform it to the ruler on that time. So that is regarding the spy system. Very simple thing it is. So next one, military administration. So Mauryan army included the infantry, cavalry. So most commonly traditional army they maintained, right? There were no modernized weapons and all. So they had that elephants, chariots and all. So these all are one of the army or the military administration. So that soldiers, what about the salary of soldiers? Means they paid it in cash form, so that's also very important. So some of the forts were built for the protection, most commonly on that time empire, kingdom and all. So how they used to protect their empire or kingdom is by building lot of different forts. So this is regarding the military administration of Mauryan empire. So next topic is Ashoka's Dhamma. So Ashoka's Dhamma means nothing. Dharma method, moral values, ethical values introduced by Ashoka on that time. So that only we call it as Ashoka's Dhamma. So he embraced Buddhism after the Kalinga war. So when he observed that battlefield of Kalinga, so when he observed that complete bloodshed in the part of battlefield, totally he started to suffer due to the part of huge loss, because he said that victory achieved by the Ashoka on that time, but he said that this is one of the huge loss in my life, and thus so that's one of the important thing. That's why he decided to embrace the Buddhism after Kalinga war. So he did not force Buddhism on his subjects. So subjects means nothing. People, those who lived inside of the Mauryan empire, means he embraced Buddhism, but it's not compulsory to follow by the other different common people, those who lived inside of the Mauryan empire. So he promoted the common moral code, called it as Dhamma, and Dhamma was started to spread throughout the different regions and all. And another one of that, peaceful living. So Dhamma means nothing, non-violence, ahimsa. So these kind of the policy introduced by Ashoka or under the policy of Ashoka's Dhamma. So what about the principle of Ashoka's Dhamma? So let us see one by one. So first one, he said to respect elders and all, love for children. He said about ahimsa or non-violence, so not to have any kind of the violence method. So good deeds or good karma, what we call good actions, so it will give happiness. So that principle also introduced by Ashoka on that time. And respect for all different religions and all. So should not consider that our religion is one of the superior and remaining all religions are one of the lower in the part of society, like that. So respect all different religion as equal. So opposition to the empty ritual. So opposition to empty rituals means nothing. Some of the expensive rituals and all, for example conducting expensive yajna, yaga, so animal sacrifices for the purpose of worshipping god or goddesses. So these kind of the methods or worshipping method, called it as empty rituals. So he was totally opposed to the part of empty rituals and also these all are called it as principles of Ashoka's Dhamma. So last topic of this lesson, impact of Dhamma. So what about the impact, what about the result of that effects of Ashoka's Dhamma? So it created religious tolerance. So religious understanding and all started to increase. It created the unity among the different religious communities and all, means there were no clashes between one religion to another religion. So moral values became stronger. He tried to increase the moral values and all. So crime rate started to decrease on that time, because he promoted the non-violence and ahimsa method. Most commonly crime rates started to decrease. So violence in the part of society started to reduce because of the ahimsa, especially after the Kalinga war. He worked for the public welfare activities, like that constructions of public wells, construction of roadways, hospitals and also these kind of the public works also encouraged on that time. So peace and prosperity increased throughout the empire. So this all we called it as one of the impact of Ashoka's Dhamma. So dear all, what I explained till here about that Mauryan empire. So this is part 2. Part 1 I already uploaded in my channel. Visit my channel and watch that part 1 videos, introduction part of Mauryan empire and very important topics covered in this video. So I request everyone to watch my videos and all, subscribe my channel, share it, like, comment for next videos. Thank you everyone.